Hey there, parents. If you're watching this, your little one is about to fly the coop and start their college journey. It's an emotional roller coaster. Pride, excitement, and let's face it, a sprinkle of panic. But don't worry. I've got 5 essential tips to help you navigate this monumental transition with grace, humor, and maybe even a little bit of dignity. So go grab a tissue and let's dive in. Tip number 1. Embrace the empty nest with a sense of humor. The empty nest syndrome is real, and it can hit you hard and harder than your kid's first attempt at cooking ramen. But here's the secret. Embrace it with humor. Sure, your house will be quieter, and yes, you might find yourself talking to your plants more often, but think of the perks. You can finally binge watch those shows you've been putting off without hearing, "Not this again, Mom," from the next room. And let's not forget the space. Finally, you can use that spare room for a hobby like yoga or just a luxurious nap. So laugh off the loneliness and remember, it's your time to shine, or at least to enjoy some peace and quiet. Tip number 2. Let's go, but don't let go completely. It's time to loosen the grip on the reins and let your child handle their new adult responsibilities. But letting go doesn't mean you're dropping them off at the wild unknown. Think of it as handing over the GPS, not abandoning the car. Offer guidance, but avoid the temptation to micromanage. Remember, your child needs to learn how to handle their own laundry disasters and meal mishaps without you swooping in. Give them space, but let them know you're always a phone call away, preferably when they call you for advice on how to make mac and cheese without burning it. Tip number 3, master the art of communication. Now let's talk about staying in touch. You don't want to be the overbearing parent who texts every hour, but you also don't want to be the "who's this?" in your child's phone. Find a happy medium. Set up a regular check-in schedule that works for both of you. Weekly FaceTime calls or a monthly family newsletter can do wonders. Keep the conversation light and supportive and avoid launching into a lecture about how they should be studying 24/7. Your goal is to be a loving presence, not a nagging shadow. Tip number 4, be prepared for the financial roller coaster. College can be a pretty pricey adventure, and navigating the financial aspects can feel like you're on a roller coaster with no seatbelt. From tuition to textbooks to surprise expenses, it's a lot to juggle. Help your child understand their budget and financial responsibilities. This means encouraging them to track their spending and maybe even try their hand at a part-time job. Set up a family budget to avoid any unpleasant surprises and discuss financial boundaries openly. And remember, if you're tempted to foot every bill, think about how empowering it will be for your child to learn financial independence. Plus, you'll get to save some cash for those spontaneous road trips or a long-awaited vacation. Tip number 5, celebrate the milestones, big and small. As your child embarks on this new chapter, it's important to celebrate their achievements, whether they're big or small. Did they successfully navigate their first college project without a meltdown? That's a win worth celebrating. Have they managed to cook a meal without setting off the fire alarm? Throw a mini party. Mark these milestones with pride and joy, and don't forget to acknowledge the challenges they overcome along the way. It's all about recognizing their growth and showing them that you're cheering them on, no matter how far they are from home. And hey, celebrating doesn't have to be a grand affair. Sometimes a simple, "I'm proud of you," can mean the world. So there you have it, 5 tips for parents as their kids head off to college. Remember, it's okay to feel a mix of emotions, but with these tips, you can turn this transition into a positive experience for both you and your child. Embrace the change with humor. Give them the space to grow. Stay in touch without overdoing it. manage the financial aspects wisely, and celebrate their milestones with gusto. You're not just sending them off to college, you're launching them into a future full of potential and possibility. And who knows, this might be the start of a new chapter for you as well. So take a deep breath, enjoy the journey, and remember, you've got this. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more parenting insights, and leave a comment below sharing your own college transition stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.